Well, hello there. Today we're going to try to actually make some shapes in this Paint 3D, which is actually a Windows 10 application that you get when you're actually having Windows 10 installed. So uh, let's start and make something, have fun, and make some little objects. But what should we make? What should we make? Let's start with, I don't know. Let's make an LSP type character. So here are the tabs, the brushes that you have, all the brushes that you can use to paint with. These are the 2D shapes you can create with lines and all sorts of shapes. And here is what we're interested in the 3D shapes menu and tab. Actually, not the menu tab. Uh, we have these options over here, and these are the tools that we're going to use, these 3D doodle tools, and mostly this one, but still, that's it. So let's start, actually, not bore you with all the stuff. We are going to select this, which is a soft edge, and here when you have 3D view, you have to be clicked on it. So if you're not, you cannot view the scene in 3D. So you rotate with the right click mouse, and with the wheel you can zoom if you scroll the wheel, and if you push the scroll wheel and hold it pushed, you can actually pan around. So right click to rotate, wheel to zoom in and out, and wheel hold down pushed to pan around. So okay. Right, this is a canvas, by the way. We can remove this, but still. So we have this selected with the soft edge, and we're going to make a body of the cloud, the LSP. You can use the canvas, by the way, if you want. If you want, you go into the 2D mode and go select brushes and select something from here, and you can draw a sketch of LSP here. But I warn you, I don't have any like a pen tablet. I'm just doing this by mouse hand. So LSP. It doesn't look anything like LSP. Yeah, the sketch. Anyway, so 3D again. So you can use that sketch as a little reference if you want, if you're not sure about your design, but whatever. So 3D shapes, again, this, and let's make a shape. We're going to click with the left click and drag, and we make this shape. Actually, we're just making this shape here. We ignore the bottom one, so this for us. Once you create it, pa-boom, look at that. You got a nice inflation, like a teddy bear type of a deal here. So that's it. So we're going to scale it down here. You see, notice that this are the points that arrive when you create a new shape, and you can rotate it. These are the buttons for the rotation. You can rotate it. Control Z undoes. Oops, I undid it for good. Oh my god. Uh, is there an redo button? Okay, redo. Here, undo history and redo. What's the shortcut for it? Doesn't show. Great. Redo button. Okay, so we select it, and then we're going to make it fluffier like this. We're going to stretch it like this. So we have a body of a LSP. So that's it. Now we're going to make the hands. For the hands, we're going to use again 3D shapes and this soft edge tool. You can use this tile tube brush, and here you have different shapes for you can extrude tubes, but we're going to leave it as this generic shape. And thickness, we're going to make it 18 pixels or something like that, and we're going to draw like a hand for LSP. It's too thick. Control Z, and we're making it even thinner. So we're going to draw the hand here, like draw the hand, bam. And now we adjust you see that you have these nodes, you can click on them and adjust them so you're happy with your hand shape. Are you happy with it? I'm not happy. Let's make it more like this. Okay. and once you're happy with it, you click this tick commit button, and it transforms it into a shape, and you can move it into the body like this. So now we have one hand, but we need some fingers, so we're going to again make the 3D shape for fingers. We take this soft edge things, and let's make like 3 fingers, like okay, that's good. And then we stretch it more, and then we rotate it, and we're trying to place it right. We're trying to place it on the on this other hand that we draw like this. So now it has a hand, LSP. Yay, I have a hand, I have a hand. And we select these two objects, and we're going to right click and then group them together. So now when we take this, it also takes the smaller one that we created afterwards. So, and then we're going to duplicate this. And then you see here on the 3D selection, you have cut, and you have copy, and then you have paste. We have copy, and then we paste. Now we have another hand, but unfortunately it's not on the wrong side. It's mirroring exactly the position of this other hand, so we have to switch it. So here, flip horizontally or flip vertically, it's available. You can flip horizontally. So now we have 2 hands for LSP. Yay, now LSP is taking shape. Yeah, it's taking shape. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm pretty, I'm pretty. I don't know how she's actually talking. I am not a good mimicker of characters from Adventure Time Talk. So now we're going to make the other lumps that she has down here. I didn't want to make them first because then it will be like the lumps will be the same thickness of this body. So we need them to be thinner. So that's why I didn't make some. So we're just let's make some lumps. So again, this soft edge tool, and where we can create them 3 differently and then position them differently over the other side, but in this case I think we can go with 3 connected. So we're drawing this stuff, and then we're closing the draw, and then bam, we have this little thing here. We inflate it a little more, and then we put it down there. Well, around there. Now we're talking. Okay, so uh, let's LSP is kind of done. We need a star for her forehead, and then we can start painting her. So here on the stickers you have different eyes that you can use also, but we can paint them manually, but you can use eyes like this. So for example, if I select this eye, does it work or not? Why doesn't it work? Okay, so you have to click and drag for it to work. So again, so you have selected this eye, and then click and drag, and then boom, boom, you have this eye, and you can rotate it around, but in this case it doesn't affect it because it's a circle. And then once you're happy, you can commit, but then you cannot have this shape no more in here. So if you want 2 eyes or 3 eyes, then first you stamp with this. So stamp, and then you see it makes a stamp on the model, and then you stamp, and then you make stamp, stamp, and when you're happy, you say commit, and then oops, it generated another one here. So the last commit will also stamp, so take that into consideration. So now we have a freakish LSP. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z to delete that. LSP has just black eyes, rounded black eyes. You can actually give her that into 3D shape, not just paint them. So let's do that actually. So we're going to make shapes. You can also just import spheres or half spheres, so the eyes would be perfect, but we're going to do this again. So we're going to just draw some eyes for LSP, like boom, here, and then on the editor color we select the black. Why isn't it making, oh, okay, so it was inside the body, so that's why you really see. So we're making the eyes, okay, and then this is good for her. That's not that pretty. Okay, undo. We're making the eyes look like a cylinder, so let's see. So we're making a cylinder and we're drawing the cylinder. Now we have the size, and then we make the black for the eyes, and then we rotate it, the cylinder around, and we place it on the body, and we shrink it down because we need a little less. So there you have it. Now LSP has some eyes, or one eye. Control C and Control V will actually. It doesn't. Oh, when you're copying, it just copies the original position of what you draw from the 3D shapes. That sucks. I thought that it will copy also the position that's not good. Okay, again, try it differently. We're making just spheres. Okay, spheres. Making the spheres shape here. Uh, Black spheres. Okay, and now let's Control C and Control V it, and okay, it just messes up the position. It doesn't even matter where. Oh, whatever. We have the eyes. Oops. We select them both, and then we drag them inside Alice. Oh my God! Look at it, how she looks. Terrible, terrible, terrible stuff. Making smaller eyes. Okay, now it's good. Now it's good. And now we draw her a nicer. Well, she has that star over her head, so probably you want to draw that and move the eyes down her then. And here we're going to give her a mouth with the brushes. We're just taking this marker and then we make it black. It's too big, and then we zoom in and boom, we draw her a nice face. And then tooth. I don't remember her at all, actually, how she looks. I have to check, but for this purpose tutorial, or not even a tutorial, it's just how I do things in this paint program. We're going to give her a tooth. Oh, but this is just ugly. Well, still. This is she's happy with that tooth. Let's make it smaller, really. I mean, really. I mean, okay. Now she looks like a hillbilly or something. Wait, whatever. Okay, and the star, we are making stickers. There's a star here. But we draw the star because this has a face. Hey, we don't need that. Maybe in 2D shapes you have a star. Uh, can we use that as a stamp? Yeah, it just drags it on the surface like that, and we move it, and we have the star, but we change the color to a different color like this yellow, and now it's complete. And then bam, see. Okay, uh, and let's paint some more. Let's paint some little lumps on her, like oh my God, Melissa, I need some lumps. Okay, lumps. We're going to brushes, and then we're going to take this oil brush we can, or a watercolor, or just this spray can. Uh, let's make let's take the watercolor, and then we pick this color, and then we change it a little more to a softer side, and going to paint here like a little bit of a lump, and here a little bit of a lump, and on the face, if I paint here, it would paint over the stars. So you see, now we have to redo the stars. Actually, the lumps had to go first, so that's the lump over there, and then some more. We're making thickness differently, and you can adjust the opacity also on this. You see, thickness and opacity. I'm going to make these lumps and give her like a nice shadow over the body here, down here. So we're going to take this and make it a darker color like this, and then make the thickness more, and then we paint it like this. So now she has like a more uh, darker color. So we don't need the canvas no more, so we can go to canvas here, tab and then show canvas, and then we untick this, and now we have just LSP. But you have to go into 3D mode again, so it's switched from the 3D view mode when you're actually seeing a tab here that it doesn't belong to 3D shape. So 3D view, okay, and we have it. So what else? Maybe we can make her some nice cheeks. Again with this color, but a lighter one. Actually, we have to use like a pinkish hue, and then again brushes, thickness. So there we have that. Yeah, that's good. And still we have to make the stars also. So now we have LSP. LSP, it's done. That stands for Lumpy Space Princess, if you don't know, by the way. Okay, 3D shapes. Actually, no stamps here. We're making this, and let's select all of these objects, and we're going to right click, and then we're going to say group. And now they are grouped. Let's just scale them upward and make it bigger, because it was too small and there were just pixelated details over the star. So maybe if I get bigger, maybe the it will get better. Let's see. 2D shapes, star, right click. Yeah, it got better. So it's a little better. But who knows, when I stamp it, it will actually be worse. So I don't know. But we'll see. Stamp. Yeah, no, it's better. It's better. It's better. It's better. It's better like this. Yeah. Mm. Are the eyes? Let's move the eyes. So now that we group them all together, you see, you cannot select the eyes no more as a separate object. So what you have to do again, you have to ungroup here, because I don't find any other way around this. I cannot select inside. What if I say multi-select here? Let's see. It allows me to do it? No. No, so no, you cannot. So you have to ungroup again, and now when you select all the objects that you were creating it earlier. So we select these two objects with shift, we're going to select them both, and when we drag them more down like this, so now it's looking more like LSP, because it had the eyes too upwards, too far spaced apart. So now we can group them again, right click, group, and we have LSP. Yeah, I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. Okay, that's it. Lumpy Space Princess, the first, you know, model for this 3D Paint 3D in Windows. We can create more stuff, but still, this is it. And here on the canvas, you can, not the canvas, was the world 3D library. On the effects, you have different world effects to change. So you see, I changed the little circle, and it changed the effect. It has the light, you know, different stuff. So here, this second one is nicer, and you can adjust the direction of the light. So we have LSP. Okay, that's it. Menu, and then we save the project, save as. You can export them in like some sort of format for 3D object, but I mean, I will not get into that, but just save as, and then you see here you can save a model, a video, or a 3D model actually, or image, and Paint 3D project. So I'm gonna save this in Paint 3D and just say lumpy LSP. Save in Paint 3D, and now it's saved. So now if you want to add more stuff to LSP, like I don't know what you can add, maybe add her a cool hat. Let's make her a hat with 3D shapes, and let's draw her on top of the head here, like a circle like this for the hat. Bam. And well, actually Ctrl Z, and we're going to use this here. a shape edge. This will make it like you know, more, you see, it doesn't inflate like that, it keeps the edges sharp. So we can use this to our advantage here. So Control Z, and now with this selected, we go on top of her head and create like a rim for the hat. And now it's, well, it's humongous, but we can leave it like this, but still we can actually make it like this. And then we take an Control C and Control V and duplicate the first selection, and you see it kept the original. I think this is a bug. It should actually copy it just the way you had it after you transformed it. So this is not good. So anyway, we are making the hat. Okay, the hat, and we're going to change the colors on the hat to a different color. What color does she have? Let's make it a top hat. Top hat. She got a top hat. And now we have to make it like there's a you don't have tools for you to manipulate objects, to move them around the sculpting mesh. This is kind of a lame stuff. They only have these three. They should have maybe one more or two, like for example, how about the cut tool next time? People who are from you know, this who made this app, a cut tool would be nice. So you can have the mesh and you can cut different segments in it, so it will just give you another option. So we take these two objects and we're going to group them also, we place them over the head of the LSP. That's it. We have now the LSP with a top hat. Okay. Menu, save as, and then 3D print, paint, and then save the paint 3D program. Okay, that's it.